Hello everyone. It's been a while. I've been out for about a month and a half, so it feels good to be out. Gonna be doing a couple days out here. As you can see, we're getting lots of snow. Just getting settled in here. Got a little bit of firewood from last time over here. Just enough to get a fire going anyways. We're definitely gonna need to spend some time loading up on wood. But our fire pit's here, our wall's up from last time, so there's a few holes I can see, but maybe we'll touch that up. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing. I just know I wanted to be out here for a few days, so thanks for watching. And I'm just going to get a little something started. So this stuff's bone dry, it'll go right up. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, that'll go right up. That stuff's bone dry. But definitely going to be depending on the fire for heat on this trip. And of course, you know, the shelter and everything. So fire is extremely important, and we're going to have to get a lot of wood. So I just want to load up as much, just pack it right full. That way I won't have to worry about it. And then maybe we'll get to another project. But yeah, if I just sat here for a couple of days, that'd be good enough for me. That fire will be all right till we get back. You can see it's mainly the oaks that are holding the leaves. So we're just gonna push back in here and see what we can find. I remember there being like an oak log out here somewhere that I was picking at. I'm not sure if this is it up here or not. Just working away this big old piece of oak here. It's a lot of wood for this little saw. Oh, that's beautiful. We'll go back to where we cut that log and grab some dead standing maple I saw. So then I might do a little picking, and I'm just gonna call it good. Okay, that log we cut is right over here, and right behind me there's some nice maple. I want to break it down here so it's easier to drag through the trees. We're gonna have to stoke the fire over here. It's alive, but I think we'll need just a little bit more than this to get through the night. I was hoping to just load up, but it's getting darker earlier. Everything takes twice as long in the winter, so let's try to find a little bit more, call it good. Got to start thawing some meat too for dinner. Anyways, back at it. Try to get this fire going again. I can see some coals are alive over there, so should be easy work. Yeah, then we'll just drag that big old piece of oak right over top of this. We've got those oak base logs in there too still, so that'll do it. Just got to be kind of reserved with the wood tonight since I didn't get as much as I wanted to, but this will get me by, and that's all I need. Just gonna start loading up the little storage area over here. Well, that's it for firewood. Over here I've got a nice pile started to get me through the night, and we're gonna get dinner on soon. I'm just gonna maintain a small fire till I'm done cooking, then I'll pick it up a little bit. But got a, what is that? I believe that's a porterhouse, so I'm just gonna start thawing that, sitting that right there for now. My grill out here, start burning that off. It's been a while. My camping pot, and we're gonna have Brussels sprouts too, so. Still a bit frozen, but we'll give it a little longer. It's starting to bend. So looking good. Got tons of firewood. I'll be fine tonight. Steak's getting there. Anyways, I'm gonna drag this big old log right here so it can start drying out, and then I can just roll it over when I'm ready to go to bed. there will be a P.O. box for you to send stuff in. Okay, you guys have been asking for a P.O. box, and I finally got one set up, so check the description for the address. Feel free to send stuff in. I can't guarantee that I'll use it, but it's there for you. You've been asking for a long time, so there you go. It's quite an accomplishment for me. I've been at it for over a year trying to get that thing set up, but I think our steak is ready to go. Yeah. Just gonna throw it right on there for now. Get some seasoning on this. There we go. And I'm hungry. I haven't had steak in like a month and a half. And also real quick, I want to thank June for the PayPal donation, so that is super awesome. Thank you, June. Let's sit there. I want it to go nice and slow. Get the Brussels sprouts going. Or the water, rather. Just get that water going too. I want to get that handle off the heat. Just gonna let it go on that side a little more though. Thinking about bringing it over here, but I think it's doing all right there. Let's get our Brussels sprouts going here. Oh yeah, a good healthy meal in the woods. Nothing beats it. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Oh, 8. Dropped one in the fire. 9. Good enough for me. Yeah. That's looking beautiful. Look at that beast. Oh, yeah. Oh, that smells so good. I'm gonna devour that. Got my gloves up here too, drying out. Yeah, and that's what I'm looking for right there. That's looking good. Cheers. That's good. That's how I like it right there. A little bit of pink. I'm going to try to leave the leftover bone, broccoli water, and fat for a stew tomorrow. So we'll just let that sit there. And let's take a look at the sleep system, huh? Basically all I've got is my old school sleeping pad. I've had this thing for decades. Just gonna let that air out a little bit over here. Definitely in the market for a new sleeping pad, but it does the job every time. I've got my bag here, rated at 0 degrees. And this thing is awesome. This will keep me warm. Just gonna let it start fluffing up over here. Well, gonna call it a night for day 1. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Hope you enjoyed today's footage. Tomorrow's gonna be awesome, I know it. So we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good whatever time it is. Stayed nice and toasty for the most part, but it did get a little cold. I had to get up and build the fire, thaw out some water and everything, but yep, just been kicking back, kind of sleeping in, but gotta get up and at it. Water's pretty much frozen. Not as bad as it was last night though, man. It got cold, probably, what was it, forecasted at 15 Fahrenheit. And tonight it'll be 9 Fahrenheit, so that's cold. Yeah, went through plenty of firewood, still got a little bit back there. Definitely gonna get more. I think that's the first thing I'm gonna do today. Got my broccoli, water, and steak here. Gonna make a stew out of that later. Beautiful day out today so far, even though I'm just getting up. Just gonna head out, get some firewood. Get that out of the way. This little trail I've been taking back here, I've got a couple actually. A couple of trails going. Might be a nice find over here. Yeah, cool. I'll take that for sure. Yeah, that's a beauty right there. This here might actually be one of the original ridge poles that I was going to use. That's funny. At first I thought, oh, that's a nice find coming off this big oak tree here, but now that I think about it, that is a potential ridge pole. Cool. That'll burn nice too. Super nice hardwood there. It's a beauty. Just gonna put a few score marks, snap it up. Get my stew going here. I need some energy. Just fire up a piece of birch here. Some onion in there. Some nice big chunks of garlic. Need to get me, or make, a little cutting board. I'll just maybe grill the rest of this up tonight. Get some more water in there too. Some more onions. More peppers, and one more ingredient, a beef bouillon cube. So I'm looking forward to this. Be tasty, give me some energy back, plus some fat from the steak. That'll be tasty. And that's all the heat I need, is just to heat that up and melt that cube down and boil those vegetables a little bit. So, looking good. Then we'll have some veggies for tonight. Maybe grill up some garlic and pepper. We'll see. Maybe make up another stew. Need something to stir with. Nothing fancy. All I'm going to do is stir and stab with it, so get all the junk off. Oh, let's see what we got here. And I shaved into the stew. Oh, that smells amazing. Put a little steak seasoning on that. Yeah, let's do that. I haven't had my coffee yet today. That's not cool. Okay, that's looking good for me. Oh yeah, that smells nice. That smells real good. Keep that around. We'll let that cool for a minute. Oh, that is so nice with the garlic and the beef. Onion, pepper. Can taste the steak a little bit. That's on point there. No joke. Oh, that's real good. Damn. If you get out, try that. It's good, no joke. It's awesome. Feeling more alive already. Feeling kind of sluggish this morning without breakfast, without my coffee and everything, so coming back to life. Back to life. Oh. Yeah, so I'm just gonna kick back here, get a cup of coffee in me, think about what I want to do for the day. I had a couple ideas, but I'm not exactly sure. I really just need some time to be outdoors and relax and enjoy my shelter. I've done a lot of work here, and this is why I built it, was to come out here and just kick back, and it's been a long time coming. I'm totally content with just kicking back, but we'll try to knock out a project of some sort. Got a couple ideas, so I'll catch up with you in a bit. Look at the snow over here. Looks pretty cool. Gonna make up some coffee. I'm thinking about putting a little bench in right here just for stuff like this, especially in the winter time. You know, a place to cut stuff. I don't know, set stuff on. A little nightstand here too, so it's right by my head. Just something that comes out. Try to use these for the surface of the little table over here. Just line them up like that. Try to get a couple done. Nothing fancy here, just a little table. Been drinking this instant stuff. It's not bad once you get used to it. It's a little rough at first, but oh yeah, that's an eye-opener. What I might do is groove these a little bit. That way I can lay a stick right on top and then just go right across. Then I'll just use some twine to tie them together. Again, nothing fancy here, just a quick little rig job. Just gave it a little bit of a saw and then kind of carved it out with my knife a little bit. That way I can kind of just sit in there and I can tie it together. Gives it a little more support. Just want to make sure that's somewhat straight. Just like that. Just We're going about an inch over. Cool. Yeah, and I can live with that. As sturdy as you can get with twine. And I'm just going to lay these in for now. I may or may not tie them down. Just want to mock it up real quick. See what we can come up with. Just to see that we have at least some surface. Things like that, you know, my headlamp at night maybe, or whatever. It's just nice to have a little table there, you know. Okay, well the snow's starting to pick up, and I'm gonna need a lot more firewood to get through tonight and tomorrow. It's supposed to be single digits tonight, so I'm gonna definitely need a lot more just to be sure that I'm gonna be able to stay warm. And of course, we'll need the handsaw. Got a little pile started back here. I can't let my camera get wet or too cold, so I'm not going to be able to record much, but I found a little piece here too. Looks like it's starting to die down, but there's still a little snow coming down. Okay, the snow stopped. Just a little storm. But I am going to need to get wood because we're starting to lose light a little bit. A little bit of a snow covering. And I stuck my water in my sleeping bag. But I am going to have to thaw some of this out. And I'm going to get some in my camping pot in case it freezes. That way I can thaw it right in the pot. So definitely before I go to bed, I want to make sure I've got water in that pot. So I probably could push it and get away with the wood I've got here. I mean, this is oak. I've got some decent maple back in here. A couple pieces of oak over there. I've got this piece of oak here and a handful of stuff I just grabbed. I am glad it's not snowing right now because I wanted to get out here and play around in the woods before it got dark and look for more wood. But right here is a huge, monstrous piece of maple. I'm sorry, oak. Just a big old beast. So that's a candidate for a fire reflector. But I don't think I'm going to build one this time, maybe next time. Yeah, there's just tons of stuff back here. Big logs laying over here. I was checking this out earlier. Well, let's just go on a little cruise, huh? But yeah, this is the piece I was thinking about dragging back. You can see I kicked it earlier, so broke it loose. Lots of maple here. See, it's hard to tell what's dead in the winter too because all the leaves have fallen off. But yeah, I want to poke around back in here. I don't think I've been back in this direction. Well, that's not true. I've gone that way back in there and almost got lost one time. But I've never been in this general area. We'll just see what's back here. Tons of big old oak trees. Still got some leaves on them. Just beautiful. I love being in the woods in the winter. Just love it. What's cool was this? I'm not sure what that is. It might be some type of birch, possibly, but maybe not. See, I want to find some oak like that size, but we'll see what we find back here. See if we can find any branches, smaller size branches falling off these big boys. Oh, I still see some green in this oak over here. That's pretty interesting. Cool. Okay, this might be something nice here. Oh, maybe not. I can't tell if that's a maple or not. No, that's not. I'm not really sure. No, that's not maple. Man, what a beautiful sight. Can you see the shelter right there? Anyways, I want to head over this way, and I'm pretty sure this is a recently fallen oak limb. And I want to say I heard it fall. Yeah, it is. I think that's, yeah. Well, I'm not too sure now. Oh yeah, yeah it is. Yeah. Yeah, here's the actual leaf, see, oak. Cool. I don't know if it's dry enough though. Let me bust out the saw and check this out. I don't know. It's close. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Cool. So we can just take right off of this. And that's fairly close to the shelter, as you saw. Cool. Well, I'm gonna haul this one back and see how it burns. And just inspect it a little more. After investigating this and breaking off some of the twigs, it's looking real nice. So I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna cut this right here and take the top of the tree and call it good. We've got tons of oak back there. It's starting to snow. So I just want to get firewood over with, go kick back by the fire and have a coffee or something. Yeah, that's awesome. That's real nice. Yeah, that's good and dry, good and dead. Super dense. Alright, let's get the fire going. Maybe we'll go for another run, since it's nice. This will definitely do us for firewood. Maybe even get us through tomorrow too. Got tons of wood back in there, mainly maple and oak. Main piece of that branch we just got. Some smaller stuff. Got that big Easter oak from yesterday and the other half, and then this ridgepole. And there's quite a bit of wood there. So we're definitely good for the night. Some smaller stuff, bigger stuff loaded up. We'll put this oak piece on the bottom, and we'll put some bigger stuff on top of that, so we have nice coals and everything, and it just fires up nicely. Just gonna go with feather sticks and some birch bark. Just getting some feathers here for the fire, and I'm gonna get that fired up here in about an hour or so. So another thing I like about that table is it gives me a place to put my camera. So yep, just all set with fire prep here. Just gonna give it some time. Just gonna kick back for a bit. And it's really interesting to see this place in the winter time. So look at this tree here, the main pole. And this other main pole. So right here and here, all the way up. The two trees I selected last summer. But yeah, it's just so beautiful out here right now. Super cold. But it's just nice to be able to look around and see everything that you don't typically see in the summer. Just tons of oaks all around. I mean, I knew there was a lot of oak out here, but man, just tons of oak back in here. It's so beautiful. And I wanted to take the time to do a little walk around here. And I haven't done that yet. So this side of the shelter is super hidden, which is awesome. Yep, put a lot of work into this place. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, because I just love coming out here and having the opportunity to do this. And I've been waiting for a long time for this trip. And over here, piece of cardboard. When I first came in, when it was snowing, I tried to set up like a little camera rig to protect my camera. But yeah, just awesome. I just love this camp. I'm gonna say this is one of my favorites that I've built this year. Now I do have another lean-to, and maybe we'll visit that soon. But yeah, just, you know, I've had to take care of some things in my personal life that I really don't want to burden you guys with. And so that's why we haven't been going on longer trips, but you know, I'm getting everything worked out, and maybe we'll be able to take the time to get out to the other lean-to and spend some time up there. And I'm also, you know, I'm missing my family. I haven't seen them in a long time. I've got, well, I guess an average size family, but I want to get out there and visit them too. So maybe in the future we'll just jump forest, because they're about 10 hours away from me. So maybe we'll just, last time I hit up Cook's National Forest and then went in to see my family, some of my family there. But yeah, maybe we'll just do a long road trip here too and see how that goes. But yeah, I just wanted to take some time to be thankful and give you guys some more information. And I hope you're enjoying the trip because I'm having a blast. I live for this stuff, man. And I'm happy to be able to do longer trips now. And it just feels great to be here. Feels awesome. And I'm happy with the trip so far. Got tons of firewood here. Got fire prep ready for tonight on the bed. Got tons of wood. Got a little table up here. Just a rig job, but I'm ready for a good night. And it's going to be single digits Fahrenheit tonight. So it's going to be a cold one. It's just so beautiful out here right now. Amazing. Can you see the color down in here? Probably not as well as I can see it in real life, but it's like a orangish pink. So awesome. Anyway, that's the end of daylight. Let's get this fire going. So we'll just stick it right over here next to the grill. We'll get that grill out of the way. I always think the moon is people in the woods at first. Yep. You can see it over there, just barely through all the trees. I moved a rock over here so that we could drag him across. So yeah, it's got some snow on it, but that's fine. That'll melt right off. Looking good here. Yeah, we'll get that burnt in half. And then we'll throw that other beast on too. That big one I was cutting on earlier. Let's check on the chicken. Still nice and frozen. I'm going to set it down here on this little keyhole area. And that, because the heat's pushing this way, hopefully that'll thaw it out. We'll get some seasoning on it. And get dinner on. A lot of it's just going to fall on the ground, but that's fine. At least I've got somewhere to cut. Do up another stew here. But yeah, overall I'm happy with this little table here. I mean, it serves its purpose, and that's all I can ask for. Let's get this chicken going. Get some seasoning on it anyways. I set it right by the coals for a little bit. Some greasy fingers. Yeah, you go. Cleaned out the pot. Start getting some of this in. I want to make sure there's no leaf matter. Got some more pepper up here. Some more onion. We'll just roast the garlic. We'll set it right on the grill with the chicken. Got the water and bouillon cube in. And so we'll get that on soon. I want to make sure that this chicken is doing all right. Yeah, it's got a ways to go. So I want that to slow roast, and then we'll get the stew on. It's looking awesome. Yeah. just off the hook. This is like a new thing for me now. I'm going to do this more often. With the meat and the bouillon cube. The garlic, the pepper, the onion. It's really, really good. You gotta let it stew for a while though, and then put the meat in after it's halfway cooked. That is phenomenal. Wow. It's very tasty. Save that for tomorrow. Anyways, I gotta crash. The food was just amazing. That stew and the chicken, top notch. No joke, try it. I've gotta get to bed, get some sleep, get ready for tomorrow. So we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. Got up early. Got the fire going. Still got plenty of wood over here. A cup full of water. So up and at 'em. Oh. It's up at like 4:35 a.m. Had my other pair of socks hanging up here on a line. Just crawled back in my bag and I don't know, kind of faded in and out, but didn't really sleep. I also left the water out last night and tried to thaw it out a little bit and kept it in the bag with me. But yeah, it got cold. I slept in everything, all the clothing I have, except for this shirt and glove wrap here for a pillow. So there is one shirt, but I use it for a pillow mainly. Water's completely frozen. Check it out. Completely solid. Just gonna thaw it out. Use some for drinking water. But I was able to hydrate last night by thawing out the plastic gallon. So I'm well hydrated right now. And I'll drink half of this and use coffee with half. I'll probably break up some of the ice and maybe do up some oatmeal or something for breakfast. But yeah, this fire pit was a lifesaver. I mean, I could feel the warmth, seeping into my bag as I was sleeping. as I was going to sleep last night. It worked just, I want to say, perfectly. And I just kept, bringing the logs in, burning them in half and sliding them in. Worked really, really well. It was a great night, and it really wasn't as bad as I thought. Like I said, we got down to like single digits, 5 degrees or something like that, and so I've got pretty much enough for the day here. So we're looking good. Get some more wood on here, I guess, and get with it and work on thawing this water out. Set it right on the fire for a bit. I want to be careful because this is the majority of my water. Starting to thaw. Still a big chunk in the middle there. Just gonna bring this off to the side. I did up some roasted garlic for a little snack last night. It's pretty tasty. That stew was awesome with the chicken. Oh man, that really was good. Highly recommend you guys try that if you get the chance. It's really, really good. It's completely thawed. Oh, that's good. Water's extremely important. Anyways, I can thaw out some for oatmeal or whatnot. Just cleaning off the grill here. Real quick, I wanted to talk about moving forward with the build of the shelter. Now, I slide the bed in and out depending on rain or snow and everything, and it's currently out as far as I'd like to be. But I'd like to have a little awning up here, maybe just 1.5 feet, and maybe something like an awning and then a little bit more of an angle over here, and then just go in and out on this side. A few of you may have suggested putting another extension, but I want to have like room to get in and out and to maneuver around and everything, because it's kind of a tight squeeze getting in and out over here. But anyways, just some thoughts. I might work on that a little bit today. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I need to start the day off with a cup of coffee here in a second. So I'm going to drink half of this and make coffee out of the rest. And there's snow too, so not a big deal. I can just melt some snow if I need to. But I'm fine with water. I don't necessarily need a big solid oak like I have up here. I can use, a variety of different woods, maybe just a thinner maple or something else. But we'll get out and poke around for something. I was thinking about saving that oak log, but I wanted to burn that. It was nice wood. I think I went through it all, but yeah, anyways, just getting the coffee on here. Okay. Coffee's tasty. The fire's going. So let's get out and look for some potential ridge poles for this thing. Didn't have to look very hard. There's tons of stuff back in here I spotted yesterday. So back here, just all over. There's actually one right here too that I was looking at. So I'm just gonna grab some of this. It's nice and straight. I'm not exactly sure how I want to build the awning, but I know I need something. I would like to have something. So let's haul this out of here. Nice. Bunch of stuff over here. Just want to get 4 or 5. This one here too. Might be able to rip that out. Have to cut it. Actually, no, I'm not going to cut that. So I'm just going to cut them 3 inches longer than this one. I'm going to have to put up something over here too, and then run a pole. It's only going to be about 1 foot, maybe 1.5 feet. So I'm going to just start marking these up, the straight parts. Scrape them off. And see how far we get. I doubt I'll finish today, but I just want to get a mock-up started anyways, and maybe get some of the poles cut down at least. Okay, I've debarked 5 poles here. I've got 2 extras over there and some stubs. But I think I'm actually going to hold off on putting it up yet, because a couple of people have commented on putting up a sidewall, and that was my plan until it snowed. But I'm going to hold off because, you know, it might warm up a little bit. And I'm playing with the idea of putting another sidewall on and then kind of tying the poles to the underside of the outside pole. Let me demonstrate. So say I put in something here, I can tie right to the bottom, right? And that gives me just a little peek. So I'm playing with that idea. I rather think it through. And so with that being said, I think I'm going to munch down a power bar and get heading out of here. So I'm not sure what time it is, but it's late afternoon at least. No sun or anything today to give me a sense of direction. So yeah, I think I'm gonna head out soon. I don't know, I'm gonna poke around and play with some more ideas here first. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. We'll build this out next time, whether it be the sidewall or... And another thing is getting a stake into the ground right now and then putting a stake in over here. What I could have done is put in just a full stake here, or a longer stake, and then tied off and then come back this way, long ways, and run across. But the ground's frozen, most likely. I know over here I was trying to stab a stick into the ground and it was very difficult. So I think I'm just going to play with the idea of building this out, but we'll see what happens. To be continued. Just going to store these in the back here. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video here. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a blast. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Give me a like and a comment. We'll see you on the next trip.
Bye.